name is Idalis de Dios. I am 23 years old. I have my own business. I just started it February 27th. If you haven't seen my previous videos, go watch them. Very interesting stuff. It's for people who want to start their own business, for people who are just curious to see how this business stuff is, you know. It's for anybody can watch my videos. So if you haven't seen them, go watch them. Before I begin this video, I do want to say these teas are available on my website, www.idalisdedios.com. I will leave the link in the description box below, so after this video, go check out my website. This video is going to be about the very first time that I bought inventory. What ended up happening was that I went on Google and I was like, you know, let's see what's out here, where I can shop, where I can buy. Let's get a taste of what the clothes look like. Let's see. Let's get this party started. So I went on Google and I searched up vendors. I just put vendors wholesale clothing is what I put on Google. I found this company. The items looked great. The prices looked great. I was like, you know what? I think this is gonna be my first vendor. I think I am going to buy from here. But I did wait. I didn't purchase right away. I had already added a bunch of stuff to the cart, but I was like, you know what? Let me wait on it. Let me see how I feel after 3 days. So 3 days went by. I went back to the cart. I removed all of the stuff that I was like, you know what? This is not gonna do. And I ended up purchasing. After I had hit confirm that, you know, charge my account, I want to buy this stuff, I decided, for some reason, the idea popped in my head, you didn't even look at the reviews. So now I was like, great, I didn't see the reviews. I gotta go see the reviews. But I had already bought. So I went to go see the reviews. Now, mind you, there can be like a million good reviews, but if there's like a few reviews that are bad, you're gonna focus on those bad reviews. And so I started reading that, you know, there's this girl that put on there that it was already, when I bought, it was January, and she said that she hadn't received her sub and she had ordered in October. And I was like, what have I done? So then there was another lady that had said that she had been ordering from them for a long time, but every time that she would order white clothing, it was always stained. And it hit me that I had ordered a white blouse. Well, it was like a cream color, but I mean, their white is cream. So in my mind, I was like, great. So what else? Then other people were saying that if they didn't have the item in stock, they just wouldn't let you know. They just sent you like a store credit. So let's just say that I ordered a dress. So there's 6 items of that style. So let's just say that they only have 5 items of that style. That one item, you don't get that money refunded back to you. They put it in that store credit. So in my mind, I was like, great, what am I gonna do? Like, let's just see what happens. Because at this point, it was 9 o'clock at night when I had put in the order. So I wasn't going to hear from them, or I wasn't going to be able to do anything. I wasn't going to know how they moved until the next day. So I was like, you know what? Let me just relax. Let me unwind. Let me go to sleep. And tomorrow in the morning, let's just see what happens. The next morning, I wake up. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning when I saw that I had a missed call. And I was like, for some reason, I was like, maybe it was them. And I obviously missed it. So I checked my emails and it was them, because I had an email from them saying that they had contacted me, saying that they needed for me to provide my seller's permit. If you buy stuff from California, you have to give them a filled out resale California certificate. Why? I don't know yet, but you gotta do it. And I was like, okay, if they're reaching out to me, then this is definitely not a scam. I was like, because if it would have been a scam, they would have just taken my money, never heard back from them. But I'm hearing back from them, and they're you know, they want legal documents. So in my mind, I'm like, this should be legit. So I kind of felt a little bit better. I was like, okay, maybe, you know, the reviews, maybe they've gotten better since those reviews. I filled out the certificate, and they're telling me that I have to go fax. Where I live, there's this little like store by the post office that does that. So I head on over there and I tell the lady I want to fax this, you know, here's the documents, how much do you charge? Which I didn't really care how much she charged, because at that moment I was like, I need this to go. So she starts faxing it, or she starts doing whatever it is that she got to do, and I see that she's struggling. So after, I want to say 2 attempts, she tells me, are you sure that you're giving me the right number? And I was like, yes, I am. And she was like, well, no one's picking it up, the fax is not going through. So I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I just had hope. I had hope. And so I was like, great, what do I do? She did it the 3rd time, and she was like, I'm not gonna keep doing it because I'm gonna keep, you know, charging you, like the price is gonna go up. She was like, so if I was you, I would call them, make sure that the number is legit, and then you can come back, because she's like, I'm gonna charge you and you're pretty much wasting your money. So I was like, okay, yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm wasting my money, but she's wasting paper. So at the end of the day, you know, something gotta give. So I'm like, okay, yeah, no problem, no problem. I get on the phone with them. They answer right away, like literally at the first ring, they answer. And so I told her, I was like, yeah, I was here trying to get it faxed, and it seems like the number's not working. And she was like, okay, forget about the fax, just take a picture of it and send it to me through email. So in my mind, I'm like, well, that's a little like weird, you know, but there was no private information in any of these documents. That's why I wasn't worried. Like my address wasn't in there, like none of that was in there. But either way, I mean, they already had the information because I had submitted the order. Point is that there was nothing crazy in those documents, so I wasn't really too worried. But still, you know, it's not professional. In my mind, I'm like, this is already, you know, a bad thing. This is not professional at all. But either way, I did it because I had already paid. So I was like, let's just go through with it. So I took pictures of it, sent it to them. She emails me back, and she's like, I got the stuff. Like an hour later, I call her and I tell her, like, am I gonna get a shipping number? Like how does your guys' shipping policy work? So she told me, she was like, yes, your order's already being processed. It should ship out in about an hour, meaning you're gonna receive your stuff by tomorrow. And I was like, oh wow, like that's fast. And she was like, yeah, it's just wait, I'll send you the shipping number, you'll be able to track it, everything's gonna be good. So I was like, okay, cool. I kid you not, within an hour I got that shipping confirmation email. So in my mind, I was like, okay, they probably just created the label, I'm just gonna wait. Well, I went in there to check like 5 minutes later, and it updated really fast. It told me that yes, I was gonna receive my items the next day. So in my mind, I was like, wow, like they processed it right away, and they took it to, it was FedEx, like they took it to FedEx right away. So in my mind, I was like, okay, at this point, they can't be a scam because they're sending me something. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, even though the whole fax thing got me a little, you know, I was starting to think some stuff. In my mind, I was like, well, this is some fast shipping. But some of the other reviews were talking about the clothes and all of that. So at that point, I was like, okay, let's just wait. Let's just see what happens when the clothes arrive. Now, I want to say about like 2 hours later, I received a email that says that one of the items they didn't have, so they gave me store credit. And we had seen a review about that. So in my mind, I was like, great, like they haven't gotten better with this. So I was like, okay, it was just one item. So I was like, that's fine. I didn't plan on buying from them ever again, but I was like, I might, you know, depending on what's out there, I might go back because of that store credit. But anywho, so the next morning, that whole day, I was anxious, I was nervous, I just wanted my package to arrive. And I know that, so when I ordered was on a Monday. The next day was a Tuesday. And I know that it was a Tuesday because I had church that day. So I waited all day for my package to arrive. And I was tracking it. And it said it was out for delivery, but it was coming from Shafter. So, and that usually takes a long time. Every time I get a package from Shafter, the guy normally delivers my package late at night, like 7, 8, or 9. So I knew that I had to wait, but like I said, I was so anxious. I just wanted to open it. I just wanted to see if all my stuff was there. I just wanted to see if there was any stains. I just wanted to get my hands on the inventory. So I waited and I waited and I waited. And it was already gonna be 7 o'clock at night and that's the time I go to church. And the FedEx man hadn't came. So I went to church. I went to church and I felt bad because I couldn't even concentrate. I wasn't even paying attention to what they were talking about because in the back of my mind, I was thinking about my package. And I was thinking about everything that I did wrong and how I had to be better next time because this was just unacceptable. But this was my very first inventory. You know, when you first start your business, you expect everything to go right. Why? I don't know. Now I know that you can't do that. When you're opening a business, this is a risk. If you don't like risks, then maybe you shouldn't open a business because when you have your business, it's all about risk. I went home. The FedEx man still hadn't came. It was already like 8:30. So when it was whatever, I was in my room. I was just sitting there, you know, thinking about life. When next thing you know, I heard a truck. And I was like, oh, it has to be the FedEx man. So I go to put on my shoes. And I finished putting on my shoes. I ran out the door. It was a huge box. I grabbed the box from the guy. But at that point, because I was so anxious and nervous, it was like if I transformed into the Hulk because I carried that box. There was no tomorrow. And I grabbed it and I took it inside and my whole family was just like waiting for me to open it. And I was like, no. I have been through so much. I really need this. I'm gonna do this on my own. I was like, I'm gonna open the box. I'll come back. I'll let you guys know what happens. So I took the box to my room. I open up the box in a hurry. I take out all the stuff. I make sure that everything is there. And yeah, everything was there except for that one item. But everything was there. So, okay, check. Everything was there, check. Now we gotta check for stains. So I go, check for stains. Only one blouse had a stain. And it was a small stain. It wasn't like a huge stain. It was super small. I know that you can get rid of it. And it was my mom's size. So I asked my mom if she would want it. And she said yes. So I was like, okay, cool. So my mom ended up buying it off of me. So I was like, cool. Like, I don't have to worry about that blouse. So other than that, everything else was fine. Oh, actually, no. I got ahead of myself. There were some items that they did not look like the picture. And I was so bummed because there was one blouse that it looked so pretty in the picture, but in real life, it was like not that great. So I was like, great, that's not cool. But other than that, there was nothing much I can do. Like I said, the return policy was really crazy. So I couldn't return anything that I had gotten. So in my mind, I was like, you know what, forget it. I'm just gonna sell it. I'm just gonna find a way to sell it. Hopefully it sells. With that being said, that was my first story. I learned some stuff, and to be honest with you, I'm never gonna buy from them again because I just don't see the point. I don't understand how companies can do that. Like, how can you send something that has a stain? Like, just keep it. Take that loss. Like, I would rather take that loss than make my customer be unhappy and never want to buy from me again. I can buy from a company who doesn't really care because that's showing to me that you don't care, and it's a little bit unprofessional, and I'm not a fan of that. So I hope you guys enjoy this story. If you guys like these kind of stories, I will be making more because I have a lot of vendor stories now that I'm, buying a bunch of inventory. So I will be probably coming out with another video like this. in the future, so tune in. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, let me know feedback. I appreciate it so much. Go check out my website, and hope you guys have a good day. Thank you.